Hi, I'm Mo. I'm a newbie cash stuffer living at over 6,000 feet, and this is the mountain budget. Today's video is going to be cash stuffing for the last week of November and the first week of December. I'm catching up this week. I'm gonna go ahead and pull my money from the bank out of my bank bag. I'm gonna give it a count and then we can jump into the cash stuffing. So we have 100. Let's bring this here. 51, 52, 53, 54, 500. Two, four, six, eight, 100. 2, 4, 6, 8, 200. 2, 4, 6, 8, 300. 2, 4, 6, 8, 400. 2, 4, 6. 460 in 20s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. 160 in 10s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30, 5, 45, 50, wow, 5, 65, 75, 85. Oh gosh, we're fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, that brings us to 1318 for this week. First of all, I'm sorry if you couldn't really see the calculator. I think I need to charge it. I think it's the battery is dying, which is why the numbers are kind of low brightness. And like I said, kind of before I counted, I am doing 2 weeks worth of stuffing today. That's why our number, like our weekly allowance, not allowance, our weekly allotment is the word I'm looking for, is higher than normal. But we're gonna go ahead and get right into it without any further ado. We're gonna go into our, oh wait, actually, just kidding. Some further ado. Hold on, I just don't want to tip it over. I'm just gonna set the giving binder up there for a second. Okay, we're first doing our wallet. All right, so wallet is $50 for groceries this week. I've recently discovered the Savory Girl snack plate and my life has changed because it means I don't have to do really extensive cooking. It's just prepping a plate. But it also means my grocery bill has significantly increased as I buy all the stuff, like canned jars of pepperoncinis and stuffed peppers and olives and all sorts of things and deli meats. So my grocery bill is a little bit more this season. All right, spending is getting a 30 and it has 20 in it already. So that brings us to 50 total in spending, which I think I'm gonna use on going to buy some Christmas lights because I just got my very first Christmas tree, real live Christmas tree ever. I've had fake trees before in other apartments, but this apartment I was like, I'm gonna get a real one and it needs some lights. I don't have any lights. All right, eating out is getting $100, which I know sounds like a lot, but that's literally for the entire month. I just decided to put all of my eating out money at the start of the month so that way, this is gonna sound weird, but I feel like the months where I give myself $20 a week for a total of $100 eating out in the month, I end up going to fast food restaurants every single week because I have $20 to spend. So I'm wondering if I give myself $100 up front, then I'll actually save this for going out to like a nice restaurant because, you know, I have more than enough that like, it's not like the only money I can spend is to go out to a fast food place. Does that make sense? Anyway, wow, I'm really stopping and pausing on every single envelope this week. We're in a mood. Okay. Tips is getting 50 this week. And I think I have it where it's getting a 20, a 10, hold on, that's 30, maybe 2 10s. Oh, I'm messing up here. I can already tell. Okay, that's 40. It's gonna get a 5, that's 45, and it's gonna get 5 ones. And you know what? If we're messed up in denominations at the end, we'll know that this is where I messed up. But this is like, especially this time of year is a time of year for like giving tips. And I want to have all sorts of denominations on hand. So that way, you know, if I'm walking past a Santa ringing their bell, I can do $1 or some $5. If I go to a restaurant, I've got 10s and 20s, etc., etc. All right, Indie Bookstore is not getting anything this week. Coffee is gonna get 30 just because, again, this is a time of year in which I like to go out and get specialty coffees, which brings its total to $40. And household is getting 35. And if you can believe it, I did not spend any of my household money last month. So this is all rolling over as well. So we're putting in a 20, a 10, and a 5. And that brings us to, for household goods, 20, 40, 50, 65, 71. $71, which is really surprising because normally I am like just barely squeaking it through on that budget. So vehicle maintenance, I believe, is getting its classic 20, but let me just, oh no, actually it's getting more this week because I'm accounting for the last week of November as well, because I didn't end up cash stuffing because I was out of town. So it is getting 45, so it's getting 2 20s. Oh wait, except, hold on, I'm being silly. These 2 20s are gonna come in later. Vehicle maintenance in the wallet is just gonna be what it is, because this is really just money for me to have on hand if I decide to get a car wash, and it has plenty of it for that, so we're fine. And then Christmas has nothing. It's full. I'm done on Christmas. I mean, except I literally said I'm gonna go get Christmas lights, but that's because I'm gonna have to take that from my spending money because my Christmas account is fully drained, and then some. All right, now that we've done the wallet, now we can go into our giving binder. Excellent. Philanthropy was fully stuffed at the start of the month, and by that I mean I just updated, I put in placeholders in here and I updated my Excel sheet and my bank accounts with how much money is assigned for philanthropy, just because I don't really keep my philanthropy money in cash, except I do have a little bit from when I cash stuffed my first YouTube check, because it wasn't enough to just assign it in the bank. So, all right, Project for Awesome is getting 10 this week. And that's 2 weeks worth of budget. And basically, I'm not gonna keep saying that. Basically, every single thing that's getting budgeted this week is 2 weeks worth of budget. So just keep that in mind. And Project for Awesome right now has 100, 200, 300, 20, 35, 45. Y'all Squad is also getting a 10. And it has 10, 25, 35, and 40. Whoops, a little uneven. Gifts of Kindness is getting 20. Should I do a condensing? Ooh, I think I will. Not right now, obviously. I could film it tomorrow and then have it up relatively soon. Ooh, that's a fun idea. Okay, 100 and 200, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65 in Gifts of Kindness. Housekeeper bonus is getting 25 this week. And it currently has 150, 200, 20, 45, and 50, which gets me through several months. All right, patronage of local art is getting 25 this week. And it currently has 150, 70, 90, to 10, to 30, to 45, 55, 65. I think I counted that right. Mother's Day is getting a 5. And it currently has 10, 15, 25, 31, 2, and 3. And I need to update that. Father's Day is also getting a 5. And it currently has $25, $35, $36. Okay. Sibling birthdays is getting $20 this week. Awesome. And it currently has 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, which is fantastic. All right. Dad birthday is getting a 5 and is fighting me. It did not want to come out. It has $105 in dad birthday. And miscellaneous gift giving is getting $20. It currently has 240. Oh, I just got a reminder that I'm going to a sip and throw tomorrow. How fun is that? My social calendar is packed this season. I'll probably be taking the money for that out of my recreation binder, actually, now that I'm sitting here thinking about, oh no, you know what, I already did. I already unstuffed that because I had to pay in advance. All right, next is our self binder. All right, wellness is getting skipped entirely this month because I think I mentioned this in my last video, but basically while I'm dealing with my arm injury, which it is getting so much better, you guys, I had a huge milestone today. I opened a jar of olives. When I don't even know how to explain how unreasonable a request that was 6 weeks ago. Could not even make a fist, let alone open a jar of olives. So anyway, long story short, while I'm still on this path towards full recovery of my arm ability and I'm getting weekly massages, I'm actually taking that budget out of my writing account because it's technically a business expense. So yeah, so wellness is not getting anything this month at all. Self-care equipment is getting $10 this week. And it has 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, and $90 in it. Gym is also not getting funded this month because I talked with the people at the place where I have a gym and they are being so nice to me and actually letting me pause for this month as well, just because I am not fully back to full state yet with my arm. And so I can't utilize the gym. And so they are letting me pause the membership for another month. Which is really generous of them because they kind of have a policy where you're not supposed to do it for too many months in 1 year. Clothing is getting $40 this week. And it currently has 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 160 in clothing. Coup decor is getting 50. And it currently has 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 95, $200. Which could get us go down very nicely in a condensing. Beauty is getting nothing. Hair and nails is getting 25, and that's all that it has. And miscellaneous is getting 5. And it currently has 5, 10, 15, 20. And that is our self binder. I'm very nervous about tipping this over. All right, next is future. Oh, ow, I just snapped myself. Okay, foundation got stuffed, well, it got updated on the sheet at the beginning of the month, but I forgot to put in placeholders. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get placeholders for foundation. All right, we have 3 $100 placeholders for foundation. I'm just gonna put those right in here, right at the start of the binder. All right, vacation savings is not getting anything. Furniture is getting 25. I have some goals for the new year to like fully complete some of the areas of my new apartment, like the deck and the dining room. So I want to get that done. So furniture currently has in it 225. All right, here we go. This is what I meant to do earlier, or what I was attempting to do, and I had to roll it back. This is getting, vehicle maintenance normal is getting 45 this week. Okay. And for a total of 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, oops, 110, 120, 125. And then my AAA subscription is gonna get $4. 2, 3, and 4. And let's see, this could be another test of recovery, because normally putting this clip back in is really painful for me, even if I do it with my left hand, because the right hand has to hold. Okay, we're struggling a little bit, but it's not about pain, it's just about ability. There we go. Nice. No pain at all, which is great. Oh, and I forgot to count it, but we'll know what it is when I do the condensing, which we really need to do because this envelope specifically is packed. Oh, that was hilarious. Did you see that? Oh no. Okay. 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 You know what? That's okay. It's we just need to do a condensing. So I'm gonna leave this little AAA lit thing label right there. So that way when I do the condensing, that's so funny. I know what belongs to the long-term vehicle maintenance versus what is for AAA. And we'll use a new clip because I think this clip has been overused. It's at the end of its life, it seems. It did not want to be here anymore. All right, mom is fully funded for the year. Taxes owed, it doesn't get anything this week. Business equipment is getting $10, which brings its total to 55. And pet care is getting 55 as well. I mean, not as well, but just funnily enough is also getting 55. Okay. And that brings its total to 50, 120, 40, 60, 80, 90, 205, 26, 7, 8, 9. All right. Ooh, okay. This arm is getting a little tired. I couldn't even snap that shut without shaking. I did a lot of cooking today, hence me knowing I could open a jar of olives. And that's super exciting, but I do need to learn that just because I can do something doesn't mean I should just do it to my heart's content. I should listen to my body, not overexert myself. So I am gonna try and let my right hand arm rest now and be mainly focused on the left. All right, we're moving into our recreation binder now. All right, New Year's Eve is fully funded and I have made my New Year's Eve plans and I came in under budget. We'll see. I might decide. I have enough that I could decide to get myself like a cute outfit specifically for New Year's Eve. And I think that's fair to take that out of the New Year's Eve budget rather than my clothing budget. But, or what I could do is I could just roll it over into next year's saving for New Year's Eve, or I could put it into other envelopes. But that's a discussion for another time. For right now, New Year's Eve was fully funded for the year, so it's not getting anything. Hobbies, i.e. New Year hobbies that are sure to crop up, is getting $15 this week. And that is a total of 50, 60, 70, 85, 95, 100. $100 in hobbies. All right, subscriptions is getting 35. And actually, I do think I just got charged for my subscription box. I'll have to figure it out in the reconciliation, but I might just need to unstuff this pretty soon. It has 20, 40, 55 in it, and the subscription box is, I believe, $65 a month. That's correct. So, but I get charged like during the first week of the month. So it's a little topsy-turvy. All right, Park Pass is getting $4. 1, 2, 3, 4, the rest of these. And that brings us to, in Park Pass, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Did I say I needed a condensing? What could possibly make me think that? Oh my goodness. Ren Fair is getting $30 for a total of $20, $40, $60, $80, $110 in Ren Fair. Pardon. All right. Ooh, this one's getting a big chunk. Winter ski season is getting 150, if you can believe it. And for some reason, it's getting it in the form of 350s instead of 100 and 150, but well, that's fine. It'll just make our condensing even more fun. All right, and so it currently has 500, 600, 750, 850, 900, 920, 40, 50, 60, 70. Ooh, we're $30 away from a $1,000 placeholder in winter savings. That's good. And then this is Dungeons and Dragons, and I remembered this month that it is fully funded. So I will update that. I'll update that when we do our condensing. I'll put in a fully funded sheet placeholder thing. And then miscellaneous is gonna get $30, which brings its total to 40. That took me a second. My brain was like, what am I staring at? Okay, that is our recreation binder all said and done, which is great. And last, well, non-savings challenge binder, I guess, because we do have the 100 envelope savings challenge that we're doing this week. But last, like, official binder is our home binder. And it's getting some good stuff this week. We're going straight to the bathroom and putting in a 50, although I do think at this point it's well funded, but I really want to just sit down and like make a plan for this project and see how much it's actually going to cost, because things always end up surprising you. And I've been procrastinating that. And since I've been procrastinating that, I've just been cash stuffing it. And the hope is that I can come way under budget for the bathroom and then roll over everything that I'm saving up here into my next apartment project. All right, so bathroom has 100, 50, 200, 20, 40, 250, 260, 270. $270. Hey, come on in. All right, organizing is getting $5 this week, and it has $20 total. Okay, home decor is getting, whoa. Oh, right, it's because it's 2 weeks. I was like, whoa, it's getting $50 this week, which is still a lot for even 2 weeks. But I think when I was making this budget, I was like, you know, it is Christmas time. The chances that I see something, oh, you know, I could probably even pull my lights budget from this instead of from my spending money. Because this totally counts. Lights for the Christmas tree would totally count as home decor. So 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 135, 140. I might just do that. All right. Entertaining is gonna get $30 this week. For a total of 120, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 180 in entertaining. Holidays is getting 10. For a total of 10, 15, 25. Halloween is getting 10. For a total of 10, 15, 25. All right, and what we are left with is what we are going to be putting into the 100 envelope savings challenge this week. And it's a pretty decent amount because it's multiple weeks. So we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, and 5. We're putting $195 into the 100 envelope savings challenge this week. Let me make sure I'm not gonna be off camera for this. Well, let's put that right here and put this right here. And I still haven't found my Sharpie, in case you were wondering. I have been looking for it. I think it might be time to just buy a new one at this point. Also, I wanted to update, no panicking, but the last couple of pages are empty because someone during Thanksgiving basically needed cash, and I was like, oh, I have this with me. So I gave them cash on hand, and they are gonna like pay me back and I will just restuff it. So I'm not counting it as like, oh, I unstuffed my 100 envelope savings challenge. I just, I could have Zelled them, but they specifically needed cash. So I just need to basically go to the bank and pull whatever they send to me back and restuff it. So just be aware, there's no problem here. Okay, so I'm thinking we're gonna fill from this middle section. We have 195. Is that what I saw? Yeah, 195. Again, I did not plan this out very well. I'm gonna be so for real. Oh my gosh. Oh, ouch. Okay. So 195, and then if we did a minus a 70, and then minus a 75, and then that would leave us with a 50, which that might work if we haven't actually filled those in. So let's see. Let's see. Oh, but then we'd be non-condensed. Okay, that's okay. So we're gonna do a 70, a 75, and then what was I thinking? A 50? How funny. Oh well. Oh well. Let's just go ahead and do it. We're gonna fill up this 69. But see, now we're starting to get into the confusing state. I should really find my Sharpie. And then a 75. Into that slot, which gives us just one more 75 that needs to be filled. And then one of the 50s. Not condensed, which I don't love. Could we, what if we just didn't do that? What if we just, oh, now I'm being complicated, but what if we did, do we have any 30s? We could do this 20, and yeah, let's do that. We'll do the 19 slot to 20, and we'll do the 29 slot for 30. That way we're not dealing with anything uncondensed, because without my Sharpie, like obviously, it's not good that I'm not filling in the ones that I'm filling in, but if I flip to it, I can see that it's filled in. So I can just be like, once I do find my Sharpie, it'll be fine. But an uncondensed thing is harder for me to tell just by looking, like by doing a quick flip through. So I would prefer to just fill in things as they are. Okay, so we're gonna do 29. Ooh, that hurts. Okay, my arm is really starting to complain, but that's okay. Go in, you little sneaky. Why are you struggle bussing? What is the problemo today? Okay, there you go. Complaining less now. Okay, excellent. We're gonna sneak that back in here, and hopefully I find my Sharpie and can update that. And fantastic, let's put that off to the side. And we're done. Thank you so much for watching. This has been The Mountain Budget. I'm Mo, and now I have to go, but I so appreciate you more than you know.